feed dump. This week, we're the Pokemon that show up when the one that you want doesn't. I am Driftloon, the one that steals children, but not heavy children. Joining me this week is Trubbish.
Self-propelled garbage bag joke.
And Alex, what are you?
I'm Cold. Is that a Pokemon?
We'll say you're Vanillish, the one that's literally an ice cream cone. A man in Grand Central Terminal suffered burns on his hand and legs after his e-cigarette exploded in his pocket.
It's got to be upsetting when you're waiting in line for the train and the guy next to you in line erupts in flame like a white phosphorus grenade that reeks of ham and cotton candy.
They've said e-cigarettes are not much better for you than smoking, but a pack of Marlboros isn't gonna detonate.
Maybe he was just trying out the new vaping app for his Galaxy Note.
In retrospect, I suppose putting a heating coil next to a lithium-ion battery is an engineering challenge.
This is just the 2016 variant of the old exploding cigar trick.
I suppose now we can all start worrying about the CIA or NSA remote detonating our cigarettes.
According to the article on ABC News, e-cigarettes and other battery-operated electronic smoking devices occasionally do catch fire. The same could be said of most objects.
I mean, anything will burn if you make it hot enough. That's where we get lava.
I feel that line misses a morally and also probably legally important distinction between something being flammable and something being self-detonating.
A German court has ruled that breast implants are not an impediment to becoming a police officer.
How many breast implants are we talking here?
Depending on the size of said implants, I could see them being an impediment to any occupation.
Were they concerned that breast implants in the abstract were like an impediment to becoming a police officer in the manner of like an obstacle course or a jiggling, swaying, bouncing castle?
If you encounter an implant in the field, first attempt to verbally detain it, then physically restrain it.
This ruling came after a woman appealed a police doctor's assessment that her implants might rupture in the course of law enforcement work, but the court heard expert testimony that there was a less than 20% chance of that happening.
20%?
I don't pay for plasma guns in Warhammer 40k because there's a 1 in 6 chance that they rupture. Don't roll those dice.
Statistically, her 5th physical altercation in this line of work is going to result in a flat.
I feel there's a stereotype being avoided here of authoritarian German women in uniform with enormous titties.
A pair of brothers in the Slovak town of Trenčín won a grave digging competition by digging their grave faster than the 10 other teams.
For various interpretations of one or their.
What the fuck happened in Slovakia that they need to have a competition to dig graves as fast as possible?
According to a 5-member jury, their grave was also the neatest.
The other ones were so sloppy, you wouldn't chuck your worst enemy in there.
I would.
Also, what the fuck happened in Slovakia that they have a jury to assess grave digging in the same way you might assess a bottle of wine?
Apparently space is at a premium in Slovakian graveyards, and so they have to use people rather than machines, because machines can't be as precise to get narrow spaces between them. It took 54 minutes.
Cool. We found a manual labor job that's safe from automation and will still be relevant even after the robot uprising.
Clang. Dig it yourself. You have 54 minutes.
Or what?
You will not have a neat grave.
And on that note, if you're looking for something to wear while watching a grave digging competition, may I recommend this hat, which holds 6 beers. So now, I just need to go and find 6 beers and put them in a hat. I might buy a 7th to actually drink, now that I think about it. Because otherwise I'm just a guy with 6 beers in his hat. And if I'm going to be that in public, I better be drinking. The story doesn't seem that weird.
Maybe we can make it weird.
Yeah, maybe.
Through
I'm just going with the ones that Ian gave me. I could find my own, but...